Hello and welcome to our virtual tour of our 2016 Isuzu MUX LST. A little bit about us here at Pacific Toyota and Lexus of Canso. I am standing at one of two of our pre-owned vehicle yards where we always have about 160 vehicles in stock and go through about 120 on any given month. As you can see, we do have quite a variety of vehicles. We are quite a large pre-owned department here up in Cairns and priced quite competitively on the market to compete down in southeast Queensland. I'm more than happy to obviously truck a car down for you as well. At the end of the day though, we'll be covering the D-Max here in complete detail, just pointing out any blemishes that may appear. So we'll get into it. We'll start down the front here. As you can see, it's got the nice big Isuzu alloy wheels, very clean and tidy, no scratching or scuffing on them. Being a four-wheel drive, obviously want to make sure we're covering things like the tyre tread and also underneath the arches and underbody as well, making sure there's no rust or build up of red dust. So as you can see, very clean and tidy. As we can see, make our way out, it has the genuine Isuzu MUX snorkel that's been fitted. And as we make our way around, we've also got the ARB colour-coded bull bar on the front with the lightweight light bar fitted as well. Beautiful. So as we can see, very nice looking front end. A little minor stone chip. Little imperfections like that can obviously be brush touched. But at the end of the day, it's also why that bar is there. Obviously for that protection. So as we can see again, it's copped a knock on the bar. But as we have a look over the bonnet, very clean and tidy, and obviously avoided those sort of instances on the actual vehicles. So as you can see, very clean, straight front end. A few extras obviously been fitted already. As we make our way down the passenger side, just try and give you a really good angle of the body just so you can see the panel work. No major dints or ripples. But as we go, obviously covering each panel as well. So on the passenger side, just make sure excellent tread on the tyres again. Same underneath the wheel arches, very clean and tidy like the rest of the vehicle so far. Obviously you got your side steps as well, being the LST, and your chrome side mirrors along with the door handles. A couple of very faint minor markings over time. Nothing too harsh, nothing that's split through any of the layers of paint or anything. So those type of little imperfections are to be expected on a pre-owned vehicle, but overall very clean, very straight, very minimal in the way of actual damages to the body, which is great to see. So we have a look around the back here. Again, just covering these type of things as being a four-wheel drive. Beautiful. As we can see, she has been set up with the tow bar at the rear as well. You've got your rear sensors and your built-in reversing camera there. So very handy in a vehicle of this size. Make sure obviously you're not knocking into anything, but also for safety if you do have kids running around the household or around the street frequently. Those extra warnings on the back come in very, very handy. A couple little imperfections back here, a couple little minor, what we'll call sort of luggage markings on that rear bar. It is to be expected. It is, being a vehicle of this size, quite a fair bit of traffic sort of through the back end here. As we can see, quite a large boot space, so it is a 7-seater. If you're not using the 7 seats though, they do go down nice and flat, still giving you plenty of room. And very handy to lift up, just simply grab a hold of the tag and they lift up nice and easily. Check out the condition though, very clean and tidy. Looks like they've hardly been used. That there is just the parcel shelf cover that goes over the top here, still in the packaging, which is great to see. And you just got a little sort of false floor storage compartment down in here as well. Beautiful. Not only that, plug in the back there. But as we can see, very clean and tidy in the back end, which is great to see. As we make our way down the driver's side, again, just trying to give you a really good angle of the bodywork, making sure there is no ripples, but again, covering each panel as we go. Beautiful. Rear driver's side wheel, Again, very clean and tidy, excellent amount of tread. Nice and clean under the wheel arches. Even though they do have a little bit of gear on here, it doesn't look like they've really used it for too much off-roading, which is great to see. And as we make our way down, nice and straight panel work down the driver's side there as well. Beautiful. Now all of our vehicles have been through their roadworthies. So things like the windscreens, they don't have any major chips or cracks or anything like that. Along the roof and making sure there's no major dings or dents or hail damage. Especially from places like southeast Queensland, if you've been there recently, that's had the big storms. This hasn't been a vehicle picked up from there. As you can see, we've obviously got the roof racks fitted as well. Beautiful. We'll now go through the interior. So on the door cart, nice and clean. Normally scuff marks along the bottom. As we can see, this one's very tidy. As we go through the interior, obviously checking out the condition of the upholstery. So you do have rubber floor mats. Show you underneath, they're not trying to hide anything, they've just really looked after the vehicle, which is great to see. Now being the LST, you've obviously got your leather seats, so we want to be looking for things like cracking, fading, those sort of stretching damages in the leather. As you can see, it looks very clean and tidy. No major marks or damages, or even minor ones to be pointed out. With the rear seats up top, can fold down and they can lift all the way up, giving you plenty of storage space back here if need be. Same thing happens with those seats over there. Beautiful. What we'll do though, jump in the driver's seat and start her up for you. So on the driver's door here, again just checking the condition. There was just a little bit of dirt. Just wanted to make sure in case it is something I need to point out. And obviously we've got our electric windows. So it does come with a full set of keys, which is always good being a pre-owned vehicle. It's just simply a push button start. Beautiful, running nicely. So on the right hand side, you've obviously got controls to do with your cruise control descent there, to do with your lights and for obviously your side mirrors. This one here, very handy for a vehicle of this size if you're in tight car parks or anything in shopping centres or in the cities. Folding in nicely, obviously looking after your vehicle. On the right hand side of the steering wheel, we've obviously got controls for the cruise control, and on the left hand side for the head unit, and obviously once the phone's connected for Bluetooth, making sure that we answer hands free. As we have a look up here, we can have a bit of a flick through. Beautiful. There we go. As we can see, she's done 130,748 kilometres. So running nice and smoothly for its age and Ks. Over here we do have a nice large display screen. So all the buttons and whatnot on the side. It is also all touchscreen as well. On top of that though, we've also got our navigation built into the vehicle. And it's where that nice large reversing camera shows up as well. Very useful head unit. As we make our way down though, we've got our air conditioning controls there. As you can see, nice large temperature knob and display. And just below there, we've obviously got for our USBs and AUXs. We've also got a remote down here, which is actually for the DVD player in the rear. So that drops down, giving the kids something to do, and mum and dad a little bit of peace and quiet for those long drives, which is always great news. As we can see though, it is an automatic, and our four-wheel drive controls just behind it. But up front, checking out the upholstery, making sure it's just as clean and tidy as the rest of the vehicle. Rubber floor mats in the front area as well. They've also got a dash mat up here. Just want to make sure that they're not trying to hide any major cracks or fading. And plenty of storage compartments in these ones. So one just there above the head unit. You've got one at the top end here. And obviously your general glove box down here as well. That's where full set of books in there. The main one obviously people want to know about is the service side of things, so we'll have a bit of a flick through for you. Beautiful. So as we can see, looks like there's a lot of service history here, and it looks to all be up to date, with the most recent one there. Beautiful, done at the 130,000 mark, so the next one's not due for another 10,000 Ks, which is always good to see. Last but not least though, we'll jump out and have a look underneath the bonnet while she's still running. Beautiful, so as we can hear that nice diesel noise as it's running, no major knocks or squeals or anything, no sort of out of the ordinary noises that shouldn't be there. Very clean and tidy, no rust or red dust or anything showing. So beautiful. That was our virtual tour though of our 2016 Isuzu MUX LST. I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.